Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the California Beach downstairs bed. So we're going to show you how to turn it into a bed, what you can do with the seats and things like that. So as we can see, I've already got the back of the vehicle open, and on all the Californias now you get this comfort mattress, or as standard. So this is what goes over the seats. Now whether you've got a beach like this, for example, or a coast or an ocean, you're going to get one of these in as well. And it's got these ties in just to keep it in place so it's not moving around too much on the back of the vehicle. Because this is a beach, you haven't got any cabinets or anything like that, so you've got plenty of space, and the bed becomes the whole width of the van downstairs as well. And today we're going to show you how all that works and how to get into it. So before we do anything else though, obviously we need to take these clips off and just remove these, and then when we're inside the vehicle itself, we'll be able to pull this over and actually put it out to into the bed format. So just before we move into the cab though, let me just take this out a second, and then we can show you what's actually underneath here. Now we're going to do a completely separate video on this pod section in the back here, how it works, what you get with it, where you put your gas, all that kind of stuff as well. So we're going to do that as a separate video, but I thought it was worth, while we were talking about the bed, just showing you what it looks like underneath. So on the bed section on the set, this section here can come out. So this bit here, if you need to, for example, you've got two catches which you pull, that's on there. You've got a little lever here, and then there's one that you just click under here, and that will allow you then to actually remove that whole section that's there to give you more space that's in the vehicle. This bit's not designed to come out, this bit's designed to stay in place. That's not removable on there, but you have got the option to remove this section if you need to get into it. And that's why, if any of you are looking what these bits are for, and it very easily goes back in and back out actually. It's a lot easier than it looks to move. So the beach comes standard as a 5-seater, so 3 seats here and 2 seats in the front. You might notice these 2 outer seats are slightly different from this seat here, and you can tell with the panel that's here, because these 2 seats have got an extra pull, where this one here has got nothing that's in the centre of the seat. So these 2 seats are exactly the same as what's in the ocean and the coast models that's there, and then you've got this middle seat that's here. So before we do anything else with the bed, we need to do something with this middle seat, and that's primarily because if I pull it forward, that's on here, and then pull the catch, it doesn't go any further back, as you will see from there. So this seat, for example, only folds in half. Now, as it is here, this is completely in the way because we can't do anything with it. So first things first, this seat actually needs turning around, and to do that we just pull the cord at the back, lift it up, turn it round, put it back in, and then we can just pull the cord there and lift it back up, and this is going to form part of the actual seat when it comes down. So this, you've got this seat in this position here, and now I'm going to move these other seats across. So as I said, this is the same seat which we have in the other models. So if we just pull it forward to here to its maximum position, whip the headrest off, pull that down, pull your second one down, and that's now flat for the bed. Do exactly the same on the other side here. So pull that to meet me, whip off the headrest, pop that down, and pop it down again. That gives our flat area that's there. Let's just pop those 2 under there for a minute. Okay, so grab the mattress top, push that over, put that down, push it up, push that over, and there is our bed. Now I know what you're all thinking. What is this all about? Well, I've deliberately done it this way to show you first is because if you have got 5 of you and 5 of you are sleeping here, which you can do because this bed down here is huge. You could, I think you could probably get 4 of you on this bed if you really had to, but obviously you've got your bed upstairs as well. So if there is 5 of you, this will allow you to make it into a bed and keep your extra seat that's in the vehicle. Now if you take us back to our previous model, the 6.1, that was available with an extra seat or extra seat. You could have more than them in there, but the idea was when you were camping it was a 4-seater, unless you had the 3-seat bench in the back, which combined as 1 bench. But primarily, like the one I've got for example, it is as a 4-seater, 4-sleeping vehicle. And this beach, in my opinion, is no different to that, because this seat, if there's only 4 of you, so if I had this beach rather than the one I've got, for example, This would be being taken out and will be left at home whenever we go camping. And then it would look like this. And as you can see now, you've got plenty of room to sit and have your bed out. You've got space here, you've got space to put your feet underneath. And I have checked, that seat that fits under there doesn't actually rest on here at all. This rests on these particular seats here. So it actually sits underneath those seats that's in here as well. So for most people, if you're going away and there's only 4 of you that are going, you could leave that seat at home. If there's 5 of you going and you've got an awning or somewhere outside, you could, for example, remove it and put it outside as well. Or, as I've just shown you in the first clip, obviously you could leave it in, but then you have got something that's here really in the way of what you're actually trying to do. Here you've got plenty of room. If you can imagine, if you're in bed, there's people upstairs, downstairs, depending on how you're using as a configuration. I've said this a lot about the beach. The beach is a vehicle, I think, for everybody, because it can suit you in lots of different ways. You can use it as the people carrier. You can take majority of these seats and you've got a huge amount of volume that's in there as well. So bed test as normal. Loads of space that's on here. You know how high I'm 6 foot, as I said before. So I'm at the end of the bed that's here. My feet are right down at the bottom end of the bed that's in here. So plenty of space. Obviously, because we're in the beach, got this huge width that's on here as well. So plenty of space for 1, 2, even possibly 3 of you if you had 3 of you down here and 2 of you upstairs, or vice versa. That's in there as well. And then in the morning, for example, if you've got the top open that's on here, you can have a great view looking at the view. You could be making yourself a cup of coffee in the morning. Right, role reversal time. Let's put the bed away. So fold it up one way, fold that up the other way, push that to the back, so that's neatly out of the way. This one's nice and easy. Just pull the caps, it comes up, and from on there, push that back to wherever you want it to be. Pop your headrest back on. Put the seat back in here. So obviously we've got our 2 seats back here. We've got our other one outside. So for example, if you were just 4 of you and you didn't have your extra seat in there, you'd have plenty of space. Or you could put your other seat back in and then there could be 3 of you on the seat. Right, I hope that all made sense and you understand now how the bed works downstairs, as I said, with and without this middle seat that's in the vehicle as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you next time.